Welcome to Betak with Siddharth, a podcast where we discuss life, culture, and everything in between. Today, we will be talking about the life lessons we can learn from popular anime series Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a popular anime series that has been entertaining audience for decades. It has mass appeal because of its action and adventure, but it also teaches valuable life lessons that are applicable to viewers of all ages. In this podcast, we will explore some of the most important life lessons we can learn from Dragon Ball and how we can apply them to our own lives. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of Dragon Ball. One of the most important life lessons we can learn from Dragon Ball is the importance of hard work and determination. This is demonstrated in series through the character of Goku, who never gives up no matter how tough the challenge. We can learn from Goku's determination and apply it to our own lives. We can set realistic goals and work hard to achieve them, even when things seem impossible. We can also learn from Vegeta's ability to compete with himself and become a better version of himself. This teaches us that we should train harder, practice better, and challenge ourselves to become better version of ourselves. Another important life lesson we can learn from Dragon Ball is the power of friendship and teamwork. This lesson is demonstrated in the series through the relationships between characters who work together to overcome challenges. We can learn from characters' ability to trust and support each other and apply it to our own lives. We can build strong relationships with others and seek out opportunities to work together towards a common goal. We can also learn from characters' ability to forgive and move on from past mistakes and conflicts. The series is also heavily focused on bonds between family members, particularly between Goku and his son Gohan. This shows viewer the importance of family and loving relationships and how they can provide a source of strength and support in difficult times. We can learn from characters' ability to prioritize their family and loved ones and apply it to our own lives. We can value our family and friends and guide them to reach their potential. In the Dragon Ball series, the fighters compete to win the annual martial art tournament. Many of competitors are friends, but still, they train extremely hard so that when they meet each other in battle, they will be victorious. This teaches us that we should push ourselves to our limits to achieve our goals. We can also learn from the characters' ability to have faith in themselves and their abilities. They believe that they can achieve anything they set their minds to, and they work hard to make it happen. Changing priorities is a part of life, and this is demonstrated in series through Vegeta's character development. He learns that being a husband and father outweighs his ego-driven quest of glory and validation through violence. This teaches us that changing priority is part of life and helps us to realize that something important to us at a particular time of our life has now changed. We can learn from Vegeta's ability to accept his changing priorities and apply it to our own lives. We can realize that changing priorities is a part of life and that it's okay to let go of certain things to focus on what's truly important. Before ending this podcast, I would like to lay out a request or a suggestion to all the educators and teachers listening to this podcast. Please add podcast making as a group project and exercise at least. Writing podcast scripts or creating podcasts in the classroom would be an exciting way for students to collaborate with their peers and express their opinion. When educators give students the tools to create their podcast, it empowers them to speak their truth. Writing podcast scripts would teach students how to construct an outline and present information clearly and concisely, which are valuable skills that will support their academic effort in other classes and carry them into adulthood. They would not only have a source to connect to the technology and people, but also their platform and 100 people to share and gain knowledge with a source of passive income. Educators can use resources like Soundtrap, NPR's curriculum guide, and podcast script templates to guide their students through the process of creating their podcast. By incorporating podcasting into the classrooms, educators can help students develop their communication skills, critical thinking, and creativity. It's a fun and engaging way to learn and express oneself, and it can also help students build confidence and self-esteem. So, to all the educators and teachers listening, I encourage you to consider adding podcasts to your curriculum. It's a valuable tool that can help your students grow and develop in positive ways. And who knows, you may even discover the next great podcaster in your own classroom. Thank you for listening to Baitak with Siddharth. I hope you have enjoyed this podcast and learned something new about the life lessons we can learn from Dragon Ball. So, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast to stay updated on our latest episode. If you have any feedback or suggestion for future episodes, please feel free to reach out to us in comments down below. Remember, by applying these life lessons in your daily lives, we can grow and develop ourselves in a positive way and become the best version of ourselves. Until next time, keep learning and growing.